Yes, I did.
Okay, we actually have quite a few. We have a very intelligent crowd here today. Usually I get one shy hand that maybe has heard of Nikola Tesla. But he's an incredible inventor. He was a peer of Thomas Edison, and he does not get the credit that he deserves. Like many geniuses, he butted heads with Thomas Edison. A lot. Now, one of the main things that Nikola Tesla invented was alternating current. If you're very interested, I'll talk to you more about it afterwards. But basically, alternating current allows us to have electricity all across the United States, all across the world. Thomas Edison wanted to use direct current, which goes about 3 miles and then stops. So you'd have to have a power plant in your backyard, send the kids out to go shovel coal in order to keep that electricity going. What you're looking at there is Tesla's coil. It is one of his best inventions when it comes to alternating current. What it does, it's plugged into about 250 volts of electricity. It takes that electricity, winds it around a copper coiling, and what you see shooting out of there is about 500,000 volts of electricity.
Wow.
Now, it's not creating electricity. If you think about like a water hose, water just kind of trickles out of it. And if you put your thumb over it, it doesn't increase the amount of water that's coming out, but it does increase the pressure that the water is being pushed out of. And that's exactly what you see happening here with that electricity. Now, you might be wondering, what's the point of a Tesla coil besides creating things like Frankenstein monsters? The idea was actually to have free electricity. You would have one of these at the end of your road. It would be about 10 stories tall. You'd have a rod on your roof, and it would collect all of that electricity. What you see shooting out of there is bolts of lightning, but what you don't see is clouds of electricity that is being carried through the air currents and radio waves. And basically you would have free electricity. You remember how I said he butted heads with Thomas Edison?
Yes.
Here is one of those things he butted heads with about. Thomas Edison was like, we could use this, or we could take that electricity, put it through cables, and charge you for it. Once a month, the meter man does come around, and you do pay for your electricity. The reason is because investors into this form of technology decided they would make a lot more money going off with Thomas Edison's idea, and they did. So to this day, you do not see this. The largest one of these that was ever built was 14 stories tall. It was built in Colorado Springs, Colorado. He turned it on, it sucked up all the electricity, all the lights went out. From that point on, they were like, we love you, Tesla, but you have got to get your own generator. He did, he helped them rebuild theirs, and from that point on, he continued doing experiments throughout his life. I always tell people, when you go home and you're flipping through the remote control, think of Nikola Tesla. He did invent it. He's also considered to be the father of the radio, so he's really a very incredible man. I'm going to turn it on one more time. When I do so, I want you to notice the lights down there, Tesla coil sign, turns on. Turns on without being plugged into a single thing. This particular piece was used exactly for that. Someone would hold up a light bulb and it would turn on, again not plugged into a single thing. It's just the electricity carried through the airwaves. Nikola Tesla. I'm Charla. I'm a museum guide here. If you have any questions, it's exactly what my job is.